What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, give me your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. What has been the most frustrating part of this Dodgers season? Has it been the inconsistent offense? Has it been the bullpen? Has it been the injuries? Has it been Dave Roberts? I don't know. Some of you might say that. Is there something that I didn't mention that's been frustrating you about this season? Sound off down below in the comment section. And also, predict the Dodgers record this week. They've got 3 on the road against Pittsburgh and 3 at home against the Texas Rangers. Give me your predictions down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Okay, so it wasn't the worst week, but it wasn't the best week either for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They ended up going 3-3 on the week, winning the home series against the St. Louis Cardinals. You had the at-bat of the year by CT3. The Dodgers exploded for 14 runs in the series finale. They set a new Los Angeles Dodgers record for most runs in an inning since they moved to LA before the 1958 season. Now, if you're wondering what the record is for the franchise dating all the way back to Brooklyn, the Dodgers actually scored 15 runs at Ebbets Field against the Cincinnati Reds on May 21st, 1952. That's a lot of runs, but you thought that momentum would carry over in Atlanta, but the Dodgers, they lose 2 out of 3 games against the Braves, and the first game they win, they scored 9 runs on just 4 hits. Why was that? It's because there was a walkathon in the ATL. The Dodgers drew 10 walks that game. You had the bases clearing double by Chris Taylor, and it proved to be another record-setting night for the Dodgers. It was the first time in franchise history that the team had scored 9 runs on 4 hits or less in franchise history. So just when you think you've seen it all, you're going to see something new at a baseball game. But for the Saturday and Sunday games, just not enough offense for LA. You had the Turner double on Saturday. You had AlbertPujols bomb yesterday, but not enough extra base hits, not enough clutch hitting. And for the series, the Dodgers end up hitting 194. That's just not going to get it done. But on a positive note, a little Michelada half full take. With his 9th inning home run yesterday, the 671st home run in his career, AlbertPujols passed Barry Bonds in all-time total bases. He now has 5,980 total bases. And anytime a Dodger passes a Giant in the record books, it's a great thing.
And Albert hammers one. Deep left field. Career home run 671 for AlbertPujols.
So the machine continues to prove that the Dodgers signing him was more than just adding a locker room presence. The guy can produce. Yes, he's hitting .229, but he has an .809 OPS, 11 hits. 4 of those 11 hits have been home runs. So I do want to see some of those home runs in bigger spots when the Dodgers need it more. But AlbertPujols, it's nice to see him getting some blast in Dodger blue. Now, I'm not saying it's time to start those extension talks with Pujols, but it's nice to see LA's Tio doing more than a lot of people thought he would with the Dodgers. Now, for my favorite outside the lines moment of the week, I've got to go with Joe Kelly playing paper, rock, scissors with a young Dodgers fan. Rock, paper, scissors, paper, nice. Paper, paper, paper. And the kid's like, okay, let's do this, Joe Kelly. Rock, paper, scissors, scissors. Oh. You see, Astros fans, Joe Kelly's such a nice guy out there playing paper, rock, scissors with Jose Altuve. So great to see big leaguers getting along like that. Bruh. No, but getting back into last week's action. After going 3-3 last week, the Dodgers are now 34-25, 3 games back of the San Diego Padres in the NL West. They do have a plus 83 run differential, which is second in all of Major League Baseball behind the Chicago White Sox. But I think the biggest thing that stood out to me last week was that we're still waiting for this offense to really start clicking. Save for some really big innings there, of course, against St. Louis. You had the big inning against the Atlanta Braves thanks to some errors and a lot of walks. But last week, they end up slashing 216, 325, 326 within 686 OPS. They hit 6 home runs in 6 games, good for a 1 home run per game average. On the season, they're averaging 1.22 bombs per game. Last season, they averaged almost 2 home runs per game. Right now, the Dodgers are 12th in the league in home runs after finishing first 21st last season. So you're seeing the lack of the long ball for this Dodgers offense right now. Now, for who's hot, who's not, we have to start with Mookie Betts. So if you look at his numbers, it looks like he had a pretty solid week. 8 for 23, hitting .348 with 3 doubles, but he finished the week going 2 for his last 12 after going 6 for his last 11. So we're still waiting for those power numbers to start to spike for Mookie Betts. Last year, he had 16 home runs in that 60-game shortened season. That would have put him on pace to hit over 40 home runs last season. This year, 5 home runs in 59 games. That's not even on pace to hit 15 home runs this season. So to me, it really is starting with Mookie Betts. He needs to set the tone. He needs to be the catalyst, the spark plug for this Dodgers offense, and he's just not going out there and setting the tone for this Dodgers offense. They're tied for 20th in the league when it comes to first inning productivity. They need to try to increase that number. So for Mookie, I don't know if he's a who's hot or who's not. Based on his week, it looked like he had a solid week, but he definitely didn't finish strong. Now, for another guy for the who's not list, I've got to go with Will Smith. He was 3 for 16, hit 188 this week with a double. And then, believe it or not, Max Muncy went just 1 for 15 last week. Of course, he did have that injury, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to call him not yet because he's still one of the best players in the National League. Now, for who's hot, you got to go with Chris Taylor. He's my batter of the week. He went 7 for 22 with a home run and 3 doubles and 7 RBIs. To me, he's a bona fide all-star. He needs to be on that NL All-Star team. And then, of course, another thing to look at is the struggles against lefties continue. The Dodgers are slashing .224, .317, .386 with a .702 OPS versus southpaws. That's good for 12th in the league. So that's just not going to get it done. They need to improve in that area as well, which brings me to my next point. Last week, the Dodgers starters, they combined to go 3-2 with a 4.55 ERA, a 1.348 whip, 34 punch-outs to 10 walks through almost 30 innings pitched. But for the past few weeks, they really haven't been lights out. The talk right now in Major League Baseball is about foreign substances. It's about the illegal use of that sticky icky and MLB's crackdown. You saw yesterday, Trevor Bauer, he addressed the media. He talked about it.
I want to compete on a fair playing field. I think everyone wants to compete on a fair playing field. So if they're serious about actually doing something about the rule that's on the books, then that's all I've wanted for 4 years. You know, it's nice to see them finally catching up to something that I've been at least talking to them about for 4 years. So, you know, we'll see what they do. Unfortunately, in MLB, a lot of times nothing gets done until their hand gets forced and it becomes a public issue. So, you know, hopefully the game gets cleaned up. That's all that we all want. We just want to know what the rules are and know what's going to be enforced and compete on a fair playing field. And I guess the ball's in their court to see what they actually do about it.
But bottom line is spin rate is down. And with that, the effectiveness of pitchers across the league is going to go down too once they start cracking down. Once they start threatening these 10-game suspensions without pay, you're not going to see guys on that mound with all that sticky stuff. They know, one, their reputation's on the line, and two, they don't want to get suspended and not get those paychecks. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this Dodgers offense really start to take off and start firing on all cylinders. Yes, there's other factors as to why offense is down in Major League Baseball. It's not just the sticky stuff. You have the shift. You have the approach at the plate. Guys trying to hit bombs. You've got the baseball itself. It's lighter. It doesn't fly as much as it did last season. But I think if Major League Baseball is serious about this and they're really going to go through with this crackdown, it's going to feel like one big reset for offenses all around the league, and no team has as much firepower as the Dodgers. When they're clicking, their offense can rake with the best of them, and I think you're going to have an awakening for this Dodgers offense in the next couple weeks when you start to see these crackdowns. And yes, will the Dodgers pitchers be as dominant as they've been? Probably not. Let's just be honest about that. But it's not like they're going to forget how to pitch. The Dodgers still have more quality starters than just about any team in the league. I still trust this starting staff. So to me, I'm actually excited about this crackdown because I think it'll wake up this Dodgers offense in more ways than one. But let me know down below in the comments. Do you think that the Dodgers will benefit with the crackdowns? 2, what is the most frustrating thing about this Dodgers season? And 3, predict the Dodgers record this week. They have 6 games, 3 against the Pirates on the road and 3 against the Texas Rangers at Dodger Stadium. I'm going 4-2 this week, 4-2 for the Dodgers, but drop your predictions down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like like button. For all the latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. For the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.